Barron.
Thank you, Chair. I say it's an honour to serve under your chairship. I wanted to raise the issue of an incinerator that's received planning permission on Shelton Road in Corby, because I believe that the planning system is being exploited at best. It's certainly being played without a shadow of a doubt. Corby is a growing new town. The site that I'll refer to is on an ex-Ironside site which has a sludge lagoon. The planning permission for the Corby incinerator was applied for in 2013 and was granted on February the 7th, 2014. That's over a decade ago. The only public consultation lasted for 20 days, with one single notice being placed in the Northants Telegraph. Most residents didn't even know or had no idea about the incinerator at all. DEFRA's temporary pause on issuing permits ended on the 24th of May 2024, and the Environment Agency permit was granted just 11 days later for this incinerator. No community funds, Section 106 money, has ever been raised from the project. Planning permission has not expired, despite the fact that it's over a decade old, because work has started on the site. What they've basically done is built a pathway. The site itself has not yet been built out, leaving residents uncertain about the future. Now, when that planning permission was initially granted, it was granted because it was on the outskirts of Corby, which then it was. But there's been expansion ever since, not taken into consideration. That site where the incinerator is no longer on the outskirts of Corby. It's in the heart of a community, right next to local businesses, thousands of houses, 750 metres away from those houses, 1 kilometre away from Priors Hall School and Nursery, all of which did not exist when planning permission was first granted. The traffic impact assessments that they did back then have not been updated, and even then they estimated 175 lorries a day carrying waste through Corby. Don't you think, after we've seen Toxic Town, that the people of Corby have had enough of lorries with waste being driven up and down its streets, and they don't really need it anymore? Ministers informed that the government's crackdown on incinerators will not apply to proposals with existing planning permissions, although the fact remains it's the dirtiest form of power generation, and councils must now reconsider. This shows that the waste incinerator system, in my view, is broken. And in the case of Corby, we must have a reconsideration and have a full review of the planning permission that was given for that site over a decade ago, yet not one brick has been built to put that incinerator in place. And the local circumstance has changed beyond all recognition. And I think that's the least we can do for the people of Corby.